Hello fellas, today we will be doing this shoes colored, but you already probably know that from the title of this video. Most tutorials, they'll show you that you want to do spray paint and such, you know, they use those fancy blowing machines with the paint. We're going to be going simple today. This is the easiest way, the cheapest way you can do it. Some pretty cheap shoes to match. This is fabric markers. First, I'm going to start by taking out the laces. I've watched only a few videos, so my knowledge is minimal. The only learning you will do is from my mistakes. It's my dog's foot right here. I think you can see that. Here, donkey. Say hello. My other doggy's food. That's a face. So in the instructions for the markers, it says that you would want to pre-wash your shoes. These shoes have been washed.
At some point.
At some point. All right. There's no need to be like taping stuff off, I don't believe, because this shouldn't stick to the plastic anyway. So let's just think of what we want to do. I think that's step one. No, it's step two. After you take out your laces, you think of your design. If you were doing this the right way, just thinking of your design would probably be step one. Lucky for me, I have the exact colors as the shoe, so I think anything I do will look good.
It's art.
It is art.
Art has no boundaries.
So I'm looking at the shoe here, and the shape that I can see is that it's kind of a bubble up here from the top, right? From the front, as most people will be seeing it. Most people. From the front, as most people would be seeing it, it has a kind of taper here, and you could see the same bubble. So maybe we could draw kind of like a big shield here of some sort, like a hexagon shape coming out of here, right on the bubble. Let's see how that turns out. Test it on some fabric first. Works on the skin. It works on the socks, so hopefully it will work on the shoe.
Here goes nothing.
I'm going to start by outlining these bits, and I am hoping that the paint is not going to stick to the plastic or the leather, if there is any real leather. Make sure you lean in very close so you can get the full aroma of the marker. I have managed to find a pencil. You know, after you stop going to school, these things just kind of disappear. And I'm gonna mark out where I think that bulge is, where I want it to be. I'm hoping that's gonna wash out. So I'm gonna go ahead and center my bulge around that hexagon, around that X I have put in the middle. Hey, I kind of want it to look like a stop sign, I think. Except it's going to be green. And it's going to say go. And I use these shoes for basketball, so I don't really care if they get damaged or become ugly. You know, it's just going to be more embarrassing for my opponents to get their ass whooped and when I'm wearing these shoes, you know? It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Oops, looks like I messed up a little bit. That's all okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my green stop sign. But before I do that, let's draw out the go that I want to be on it. So we're gonna leave that empty. We don't have a white Sharpie, so make it blank. And I want it to be kind of in like bold, boxy letters. And if you need me to tell you that you can do whatever you want to do, I'm not going to. You have to do exactly what I'm doing, or I'm going to come to your house. It's not going to be good. Shut up, that was funny, okay? Booba.
Can you say shut up on this channel?
I allow it.
Which channel is this?
Art. It's the arts channel. And I'm gonna make that O look kind of like how it does on my shot clocks or whatever. I don't know what sports are, to be honest. For basketball. That's not a sport, that's life. So we're gonna need a bigger outline on this side. And that should look acceptable. That should look acceptable. I think I'm accidentally painting the little straps that's gonna hold the shoelaces in. But I think that's just gonna make it look cooler, you know? I painted in the O. So, that's okay. Bob Ross would say it's just happy little accidents. So here I want there to be extra pigmentation so you can clearly see the blanks, you know, if there's any left after I finish messing this up. But that is the goal here. Here it is. We have made the GO stop sign. It's a little ugly. There's the damage. I think it looks pretty cool. Now I think maybe we will draw like a street. What? Yeah, I know. We're gonna draw a street going this way. As you can hopefully see, I'm marking the road, which I will be drawing. The road's gonna be black. Yes, this shoe lacks a lot of black. There's very little dark coloring on this shoe. So I think this will look very nice. As you can see, I have messed up right there. Most people would probably do something about that. I'm not going to. To keep this little loop clean and free of ink, because I think it's gonna look fantastic. The contrast between the little loop ring and the plastic loop protector on the black. You guys think this will resell at a higher price? I actually have had these shoes up on my OfferUp page for a while, but they have not been selling. And once again, I have messed up these lines that I was trying to make very yellow, vivid. But it's okay. You know, at this point in my career, it's more about the creative vision than the actual skill. You know, as owner of Trader Joe's says, or someone at Trader Joe's says, you can train someone to be a good cashier, but you can't train them to be a good people person. It's not about how good you are, it's about how good you can and want to be. The black is messing up our pigmentation, but I think if we try hard enough, we'll be able to break through with the yellow. Yellow. Art, which I like, isn't about the doing the art. It's about figuring out how and with what I'm gonna do the art. To me, that's the most fun part. I don't like painting, but I do like splattering paint. Looks like it's drawn by a third grader, but I like it. And I managed to keep the little shoelace noodle safe. Now I'm going to use a wet Q-tip to clean up the edges. Just a few last-minute touch-ups. And it's perfect.